So I need to start a new game for it. Varnhold's Lot. While celebrating a victory at Jamandil Dori Mansion, you met another hero of the Stolen Lands, mercenary Captain Mager Varn. While you build your barony in the Shrike Hills and the Gnarl Marshes, Varn and his people established their own nation in Varnhold, on the plains of Dunsworth. Play the story, and the main campaign will reflect the consequences of the choices you make. Varnhold's Lot. And what about Beneath the Stolen Lands? What is that shit? Meet with the self-proclaimed protector of Golarion and discover what secrets lie buried beneath the Stolen Lands, in a shifting labyrinth of madness where nothing is what it seems, complete with new enemies to battle and new treasures to unearth. Defend the lands against one of the most dangerous enemies the world has ever faced. You may begin your descent into the roguelike, tenebrous depths with a new character, or await an invitation from a mysterious protector of Golarion as you play through the main story. This dungeon is one of the hardest challenges your party can encounter in the game. Be careful and good luck to you. We wait for the main campaign to trigger Beneath the Stolen Lands. One whole lot. Next. Difficulty. I guess we go with hard. I don't want to spend like the next 10 days playing on unfair. We're gonna go with hard. Maybe I'll switch to unfair for the main bosses only. I really need to create a character. I can import the main character. Wait. Am I supposed to import a character or not? What am I supposed to do for the DLC? Import my character? You said I play as Megarvarn. The story of Megarvarn. What does it have to do with my character then, if it's the story of Megarvarn? And what if I make a character? How does it affect the main campaign? That's what I would like to know. Mager will be on my party. But then it's very stupid to import your main character. We're separate, it happens at the same time, Varnhold and Gnarl Marshes. Okay, let it affect Varnhold, I don't give a fuck if it affects. But it doesn't make sense to import a character, because we're west and he's east at the same fucking time. It makes more sense to make a new character. Hey? I get it, it's just for stats, but I can't imagine it's not my character when it is. And I can test some class on a DLC now. So what class do we pick? Alchemist, Barbarian, Bard, Cleric. I've played with Cleric. I know how to play Barbarians. Alchemist still. I never tried Druid. It's one of the classes I never played nor tested. And there is no Druid as a companion in the game. Fighter, Inquisitor, Kineticist. We're gonna receive Kineticist as a companion. Magus, I hate it. Monk is my main character now, along with a Paladin. Ranger, we know it's OP as fuck. I don't wanna play it. Rogue, we're gonna have Knock Knock. So, Slayer, Sorcerer, Wizard. I can pick between a Wizard, Sorcerer, Slayer, and Druid. Slayer only sounds cool, but when you pick Slayer, it's basically a rogue. You know? Sneak attack damage on a specific enemy. Slayer can take rogue talents as Slayer talents. Counting his Slayer level as a rogue level. Now, it counts the same non-stop. Dodge, sneak attack. Dodge, sneak attack. On the last level, for example, Slayer specializes in fighting against larger single targets. It's a boss killer, but till you reach level 20, the game ends. Okay, we play as a sorcerer, wizard, or a druid. I never seen druid in this game. I got 300 plus hours in it. I never played with a druid. Club, dagger, dart, quarterstaff, scimitar, skid, sickle. Spontaneous summoning. It's a summoner. Lore nature, detect magic, turn into a wolf, immunity to poisons, resist nature spells, turn into a leopard, into bear, into smilodon, into huge elemental, into small elemental, medium elemental, large elemental, shambling mound. And for example, he receives, let's see, he receives nothing on a second level. On a third level, he receives very boring spells. Yeah. Druid is a mix of ranger. Druid is a mix of ranger and alchemist. Probably OP too. Cape of Wasps. No, I don't want to play a druid. What about the other classes druid? Blight druid. Miasma. Plague bearer. A blight druid may not bond with an animal companion, but he may select from the death and destruction domains in addition to those normally available. So he doesn't receive. It's a necro druid, eh? Turns into a wolf, and then he receives miasma for free on 5th level. Defender of the True World. They slay Face. Face Stalker. Face Pickers. Druid is boring. No wonder they haven't added a companion druid in the game. It's very boring. Grenadier. If you want an OP class, you go with Grenadier. Go with Sectionist. Melee Alchemist. Support Sorcerer. Animal Companion. Nature's Damage Summon Sorcerer. Summon Hamadryad. It's like a freaking druid, Sylvan. Sage. Sage looks like a damage dealer. Arcane Bolts, Magic Missiles, Combat Casting. Invisibility, Spell, Arcana, Dimension Door. So he starts receiving spells after 4th level. A bit of everything. Now, why would you pick a regular sword when you can go with Sage? It's so much free stuff as a Sage. You use intelligence to determine how many spells you can cast per day. And you got Bloodline powers, daily usages. Bloodline class skill selection. He looks fun, Sage Sorcerer. I usually go with melee classes, so this time I guess we pick something else. That's with the mods, eh? Fuck that. A regular wizard, arcane bomber, spell blast bombs. Good to mix with alchemist. Very good to mix with a Thessalonian specialist. You pick a school and you stick by it. Then you receive penalties to others. Scroll 7 with scrolls. Damage with scrolls. Scroll mastery, scroll specialization. The scroll 7, that's half his class level as a bonus on use magic device checks. Nah. I believe this is the best way to go. Sage Sorcerer. Now, probably as an elf, because he got elven magic. Caster level checks. Who else is good in magic? No, definitely elf. Humans will receive more feet. You don't need that many feet for a sorcerer. So yeah, we're gonna play a Sage Sorcerer. Because I know every other class. Experiment a bit. Why the fuck not? What did you say you scale with? As a Sage? Intelligence? No, what's -4? Aha. How many points you put into it? Seven hit points. Oh shit. Fuck you, funny. You are funny. Thirteen, 10, 20, 14. Could I sacrifice wisdom? Yeah. This is bullshit. Spell pen. Should I go with Universalist? It's either that or Evocation. Go with Universalist. Evocation is definitely the strongest thing you can get if you want to deal damage. Stone Fist from Transmutation also deals solid damage. Go with the Burning Hands. Magic Missile. I like Snowball too from Conjuration. But this is it for now.
I'm always ready.
Yeah, you sound like a fucking wizard. This is whatever. Go with Lawful Good. Again.
A mere flesh wound.
Oh. So, what's the level we play at? I could pick Evocation now. And the Greater Spell Focus, Universalist, even better. Evocation, Evocation. I should have picked Evocation from the fucking start. Get a Corrosive Touch. It scales well. Single target. Cold damage. Target must succeed at 40 saving throw, be staggered for 1 round. Let's try with a stagger instead of poison. We stick with the sorcerer. Intelligence. Level 2. Conjuration. Asidero. I got Fire, cold. Burning Arc is also great. Your melee touch attack deals cold damage and stagger the target for 1 round. If it's a crit, it's staggered for a minute instead with a frigid touch. Man, I would take way much more. Make a bit of poison, since we'll impact Universalist. And now we received invisibility for free. Pick a certain element and deal more damage with it. Improved initiative is also crazy. Specialization. Efficiency light armor. Cane armor. I mean, I could pick evocation now. Hey? Why not? Conjuration is for poison, evocation is for everything else. Transmutation gives Stonefest. I took everything from evocation, only Flare Burst remains. Enlarge. Color Spray. Illusion. Elemental focus with fire. I got this from fire. This is cold. I picked something out of everything. Can we add fire here? Evocation fire. Scorching ray. And over here, ear piercing is sonic. Got fire anywhere. Go with electricity. It's also evocation. Definitely. Spell focus evocation. So this is it. You start at level 5. Let's see the DLC. There's some stories that resemble the last fleeting beam of sunlight. The sun sets in the fog. Gleams and disappears, leaving perhaps a bright trace in someone's memory. One such story is a town called Varnhold.
Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon. Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword. And finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Thank you, Lady Aldori, distinguished guests. It is a great honor for me. It is with the greatest joy that I announce the founding of my barony in Dunsward. It shall be called Varnhold. But I must say that this happy event is not mine to claim alone. The stolen lands would never have yielded to me if it weren't for the valor of my friends and companions. Now I would like to introduce my right hand, a hero without whose help I wouldn't be standing here now. Please, step forward.
World Wide Web. So what do we receive? 8 arcane bolts from the level, 5 burning hands, 5 magic missiles, 5 of this, shocking grasp, acid splash, ray of frost, jolts, daze. What do you got? A bag of holding, some scrolls, light crossbow and a dagger with level 5. Lenderly Bida is there.
In due time.
Maegor Varn, Cephalorantis. Lindsay is here. My friends went ahead. People say many things, I prefer actions to words. What do you hold for the future of Varnhold? What do you think awaits you, your young barony? I wouldn't want to speculate.
I'm there.
Let's go, let's start.
But, Varn, my dear friend, would you please be so kind as to explain what devil take you've been doing? I've financed this venture with my own personal funds, not to mention all the effort and time I've invested. And pray tell, what was it all for? For you to assemble the fruits of our labors and pitch the whole lot down the privy?
Free Alan Wake on Epic Store. For Honor is free on Epic Store. Alan Wake is a good game, Dante. If you like that type of game.
I've been busy guarding these fruits from Brevoy's incessant fruit moths. But I'm a baron now. We finally have our own land. For the first time in our lives, we're independent. No one can tell us what to do. And you want to destroy everything we've achieved by inviting spies into our house? Of course! Why not? Please, do come in, eavesdrop, sniff around, take whatever you please. Cephal is generous. He said make yourself at home.
Oh, Asmodeus, please give me the patience to withstand this nonsense, or take my soul already.
King of Hell.
Varn, what are you saying? What is this independence you speak of? We depend on Restov for literally everything, from the inflow of settlers to the food to feed them. I like Jamandi no more than you do, but it will take us years to free ourselves from her influence. Right now we must bow to our patron, brag about a title we received from her very hands.
Listening to you is disgusting. Did we claw away our own piece of land, only to keep toiling away for all those... Ah, friend! You're right on time. Come, be our arbiter.
At issue is the fact that Jamandi Aldori has generously offered to Magar the use of her envoy. And who is Jamandi Aldori? The very same one who created our barony, and who could make it disappear with a flick of her finger. An insignificant figure in the grand scheme of things, no doubt. But good Varn refused her. And to top it all off, he rather suggestively hinted that he considers every single one of Brevoy's diplomats to be spies.
What else should I consider them? Cephal, have you grown foggy in your old age? I can hardly recognize you. You've always been a hardliner. You've always put the interests of our ventures above everything else. And now you want us to roll over on our backs for the Aldori, wiggle our tails, and wait to be petted. We're an independent state now, and we shall have it known to all that we won't be ordered about.
Magar, of course they're spies. You refused the spy in plain sight. Congratulations, well done. Now the Sword Lords will send other spies, ones we won't even be able to see. Restov has invested a great deal in our barony. He is ready to invest yet more. So why bite the hand that feeds us before the feeding is over? We could at least pretend to be humble, so long as we're still getting something for it.
Well, for one thing, that's low. By accepting Restov's handouts, we're taking on certain obligations. I know you don't care a fig for morality, but think of our reputation. Who will want to deal with us if we steal from our employers and stab them in the back?
Why do you keep saying us and our? Do I need to remind you that you're a baron now? That is the difference between you and me. You were born of a noble family, and yet even now, after receiving lands and power, you continue to think like the leader of a band of thugs. And my parents plowed the soil, and I learned to read by moonlight. But even as a snot-nosed child, I tried to think like a ruler, a king without a kingdom. After decades, my plans and schemes are finally bearing fruit. I shall not allow you to destroy everything we've created with your stupid pride.
Go with the third option. I don't understand why you dislike Jamandi Eldori.
Allies? You mean vassals. Jamandi keeps singing about freedom and independence, but that's only because it's the legal loophole she's using. In truth, she doesn't want Varnhold as an ally. She wants Varnhold as a puppet.
For once, I will agree with you, Magar. And you, my comrade, do not be so naive. Jamandi is no friend, not to us. Brevoy is on the verge of civil war. When she sends us to die for her ambitions, she'll more than recover Brevoy's investment in us.
If you know this, then why would you kowtow to her? You may be an old fox, but she's no little sheep. You think you can deal with the devil, take what you want, and then slip away without paying?
Exactly.
Damn fucking dogs. There was one, now there's 10 of them outside.
In fact, I'm accustomed to playing the devil's role myself in deals of this sort. All right, enough arguing. What is done cannot be undone. You spoiled my game quite a bit, Magar, and I will not forget it in a hurry. We shall try to play with the hand we were dealt. Celebrations are over. It's time for everyday life. I suggest we exchange bows with the respected hosts and set off to Varnhold. We have much work to do.
Let's go.
If we had a Brevin envoy with us, they'd be spying out the road to Varnhold for Jamandi.
As if Jamandi best not learn where we live. If there were an envoy with us, I would already be feeding them misinformation.
No, not all the dogs are annoying. I got a German Shepherd. She never barks. It depends from the owner. Pets usually depend on the owner. It depends how you treat them, how you teach them. And usually, the bigger the dog is, the better for you. That's because the German Shepherd is in my house. I stream from my apartment. You're a baron now, get your baroning. I'm a general. Cephal regent. First order. Dr. Chiardi, pick 3 of our lads as your brothers in arms. I can't spare more than 3 for now. Take the best. When you gather them together, come find me at the fort. There's something I need to do. Varnhold. Now, I lack perception on this character. Kierdi. Gekor, Tejara, Bruiser. Let's see what's this. $25,000. The Heart of Ira is here. You can buy the Heart of Ira. I wonder if I can find it later on. Small bag of holding. Now he recommends Gekor, Bruiser, and Tejara. Priest and a fighter. I guess we stick with them instead of making new companions. Fine, I'll take these 3. So this is our party. A level 5 freebooter. Scaleface monk. Dexterity based Scaleface monk. Herald Caller. Mager Varn is a rogue, wizard, and a sword. We don't have a tank. if I stick with this party. Get a bag of holding. Little stash. Get those cooking recipes.
I do what I must.
Tell me, my forge. That wand of heroism is single target use. Very cheap scrolls. Very, very cheap scrolls. Probably gonna need all of that, since we don't have items.
I'm there. In due time.
Let's get to the fort. Where are you from? How did you end up in a party of mercenaries? Making decisions is you and Magar's responsibility, only carry things out. Magar. Incident in Dunsworth. What do I need to know about the incident in Dunsworth? City of Hollow Eyes. Centaurs and bandits. About some witch they killed. What we need to do, we need to buy some items. We can't live without items. And we don't have shit. 22,000. Burning Arc. Quarterstaff. Cure Moderate. 2 short swords. And a studded leather. Two bloody rogues. One dexterity based, the other one strength based. Scale Fist Monk. With a belt of dexterity. You don't need that. You don't need this. Can we raise armor class on monk? It's gonna tank. And same applies with you, 20. Alright, what we gonna do? We're gonna go back and buy some things before we set off. I'm not sure if I like those companions at all.
If you dare.
Intelligence. Mighty fists for a monk, or agile fists. Apply dexterity in place of strength. I believe that's a dexterity based monk. That's a dexterity based monk. If I remove a belt. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's still 18-4. You bugged from the start. You're bugged from the start. This is fine. Charisma will raise armor on scale fest. Intelligence based. Got 5k left. Raise intelligence. You raise damage. You bugged out shit. Weapon finesse on him. We got healing. Like this. Save.
In due time.
600 left to Magar and we can go. second. It's linear.
It's time we had a rest.
Really. Stupid special rolls, very stupid. Hope I won't get ambushed.
People always invent such creepy names for old ruins. I bet when the Cyclops were alive, they called that place Goat Smell Walk or something of that sort.
I highly doubt it. The ancient Cyclopes, after all, had far better taste than you.
There were complaints about merchants disappearing in this area, along with their goods. We should look into this.
It's linear. You can't make choices here. Finish the main campaign? Of course not. I'm just playing the DLC, then I go back to the main campaign. I'm level 8 on main campaign.
I'll take care
What
of
is
it.
it?
My skills are absolute.
Over here. Have a look. Well, that was easy. Damn it! You got another one.
What are you doing?
Their life ends here.
Goblins. Tons of goblins. Bloody goblins everywhere.
I still got it.
This time with buffs. Let's see what we got.
Over here. Have a look.
First disarm this.
You got another one. I will lead you to victory.
It's time to act!
Never hesitate.
Wołaś, an, eso, aksi, jas.
5 minutes, 5 hours. Prayer. Dominate animal. Bless.
Inimosi travisi. Aborane sentes.
Draconic Fury. To attack bonus when flanking for a minute.
Ask away.
Eso, aksi, jas.
To battle and victory!
Motherfucker. Yeah, miss him.
I still got it.
Dear God, a fucking alchemist.
Oh, could this happen? Could this happen? I will not die this
It's
easy.
freaking hard.
Sorry to disappoint you, friends.
One alchemist does all of this. 2 minutes pause, I wanna grab another coffee, then we continue. Be right back very fast. I don't know what to think about the DLC. I guess it's balanced as the main game in the first hour or so. The shit is stupid.
In due time.
Believe in yourselves.
You just don't have spells to deal with them. That's the main problem. Just look at this shit.
A perfect strike. Yeah.
Oh my god, look at this shit.
Could this happen?
I got one shot at it. I got bloody one shot at it. Every time the same fucking story. They just don't know how to make the beginning, I guess. I don't know what is this shit.
Their life ends here!
There's an alchemist. And the fucker is casting.
Still got it!
Damn fucking damage. Like, how am I supposed to defend from that? Are you kidding me? He's gonna crit me again, I'm gonna die. There.
Laborane sentes. Ona Adayana.
fucking stupid. There's a fucker. Nah. Just stupid. So fucking stupid. There's nothing I can do about it. Gunner, thanks for subscribing, Gunner. He just died. Don't freak out. Don't bloody freak out. I can't defend against the alchemist.
Spare me the details.
I got no communal against fire. Why do you fight in crane style? Stop it. Because you're a tank. You're not a damage dealing monk, you're a bloody tank. That's why.
Yes.
In due time.
Critical hit out of 20, come on! Yeah, miss him, why not? The alchemist is about to kill us. There he is. He targets. Motherfucker.
Go on.
Nice. Fucking finally. Nice. Bloody hell, it's hard. Oh, there's a level. An immediate level. Alright, we stick with the sorcerer. We receive nothing. On the next level, we'll receive a lot of good things. One spell for a sword with level 3. Could pick a fireball or a heroism. Communal resist. It's gonna be a fireball. I say I wanna play as a damage, so. I'm gonna stick as a rogue. Rogue talent. Can focus on short swords. Opponents damaged by the character's sneak attack can't make attacks of opportunity for 1 round. Terrain mastery. I think these are highlands or plains. It's one out of those two. Where we're currently at. With a combat trick, we get the most. Piranha Strike is quite good. But Outflank is better. Precise Strike is also far better. I need both. Precision damage. And this one. Attack rolls increase to +4. Both Outflank and Precise Strike are a must, especially for melees. So I'll go with Outflank. Now we stick with a monk. Dragon Ferocity. strike fear into your enemies. Disarm opponents. Improved initiative. Trip. Dragon style. Barkskin. Ranger. Two-weapon combat. Improved two-weapon fighting. And I wasted a point on outflank because no one's got outflank. Fuck, I can't even take team fits. It's the DLC, Gunner. Companions are from the DLC. One is Mager Varn. The other one is Cephal, and those three, call them mercs. Piranha. Wizard. And use magic device. 2 spells, level 3. I'll go with resist energy, communal. And protection from arrows, communal. Cleric. Mew. Draw. Improved initiative into Barkskin. For a monk. Improved 2-weapon fighting. Let's see what they left. Sickle hammers. All bullshit.
I am never wrong.
Now what? Why, it's a mimic. Just sees goblins sometimes. Man, I don't have fireball.
I'm always ready.
It's charisma, strength, constitution, wisdom. Animate that.